ordinary Congress of the Nigerian Football Federation will be taking place in Warri Delta State this Saturday. And I'm particularly picking out the statement of the House Committee Chairman on Sports, Geoffrey Gaya, and he has warned the Nigerian Football Federation that in their own interest, they should be transparent and follow the directives of FIFA and follow the statutes of FIFA. It's amazing. This is coming from a legislator. No, but not even a football person per se.
He is a lawmaker. He knows the power of the law. And when you have a law, you have to abide by it. Every party have to abide by it. So that is where there will be no problem. The problem comes when you try to circumvent the law to favor some party. And some people will be aggrieved. We wouldn't have found ourselves in this situation if we have followed the statutes all along. But we just hope that the characters involved follow what Gaya has said. So let us end this thing. We are saying that the Falcons are the hotel are distracted. The Eagles, issues. We are just chasing shadow.
For a national football association.
Keshi's issue unresolved. The Falcons are there.
Not only is Gaya pushing for transparency, the man is also tired.
Who is not tired, really?
When you keep hearing, you keep bringing the same case to you over and over. There is the chairman of the House Committee on Sports, not House Committee on Football. Cycling hasn't come, basketball hasn't come, weightlifting hasn't, 54 other sports haven't come.
Only football.
Every time it is football. So you can expect the man to show some kind of reticence or annoyance at the fact that it is football at every point in time. And he also understands the fact that if these people do anything contrary,
the hammer could fall.
Because from the feelers, I'm also hearing that there are some people also pushing that maybe the Congress should extend the election to January.
It's not possible. Because FIFA says you do your elections within the shortest possible time.
But if they tell FIFA that the shortest possible time in January.
No, that's not possible. It's before the end of this month. But only are there worries, genuine worries? I mean, to what Gaya is saying, can we be worried? Because it looks like everything has calmed down a little bit. Everybody is working on the same page, and we're just looking forward to whatever decisions they reach on Saturday in Warri, and then fix date for election, fix the venue, and then we get it over with.
Obviously, there are warriors. Before Gaya will make such a statement, he's an influential member of the society, a lawmaker. He has his contacts. He must have, had some feelers that some people are trying to, circumvent the FIFA status. So that is why he has said it.
In whose interest would that be?
Nigeria, in their own interest.
In their own interest.
In their own selfish interest.
In their own interest. Even Mumuni Alao said it, that the Eagles will suffer if this problem persists. The logistics, it's like going to the battleground without a leader. The NFF president normally comes to the players, address them, promise them one or two things as a form of incentive. There was none. These things will affect the morale of the team. So it is in our own interest, in terms of football, that everybody respect FIFA status so that we can move forward. The other countries who want to walk up are already moving on.
Issues,
we have not even moved anywhere. Keshi is there. You spoke with him the other day, and the man is in limbo. He's in a dilemma.
Anyway, let's move on. Onye talked about other countries have moved on. Let's go just across the border. Let's go to Ghana.
That's two borders actually.
Okay.
But we pass through Benin.
Let's talk about Ghana. Let's talk about this man, Kwesi Appiah. I mean, we were glowing about the fact that Kwesi Appiah and Keshi were the only indigenous African coaches leading their teams to the World Cup, and the two coaches right now are the wrong end of their federations. Kwesi Appiah has been fired, but Onye is not resting there. What's the next step? He says, look, I've been unfairly treated. I will get my pound of flesh by going to court.
Yeah, the man is not quarreling with whether he was fired or not, but the way he had an agreement with the Ghana Football Association that after the game against Togo in Lomé, they will now sit down and decide on the way forward, only for him to receive a sack letter. So I think, you see, the problem is, I think it's more of a colonial mentality. Now they have advertised for expatriate coaches. Are they going to treat them the same way? If you want to get rid of the man, there are better ways.
The condition was that if you lose this game against Togo, you'll be fired, and he won the game.
He won the game. And on what premise did they fire him? Yeah. Even if you want to fire him, reach on the round table and discuss terms.
The truth about it, that there had always been issues. There was always
the dressing room at the World Cup.
Yes, whether he
won
or lost this game, he was always going to be fired. That was the truth. Because they've been talking about him about getting a foreign technical advisor. Also, the fact that he could not deal with some of the players, the likes of Kevin Prince Boateng. The fact that also
Suleiman Tari.
Also, we're also hearing issues that some of his assistants at the World Cup were also backstabbing him. They said him Maxwell Konadu, who was former coach of Wa All Stars. That is Kwesi Nyantaki's.
He led the CHAN team to the final of the CHAN.
We are showing that maybe Konadu was like Nyantaki's spy with it. So there's so much already. 7 people have already sent in the applications for the job. Milovan Rajovic, who coached Ghana in 2008-2010. There's also a Swiss man, Michel Pont, who is an assistant to Otmar Hitzfeld, who was assistant to Otmar Hitzfeld, former Swiss national coach. There's also Portuguese man, Jose Alberto Barroso, who is the coach of the reserve side of Sporting Braga in Portugal, and Englishman Bobby Davidson, who is currently the youth coach of Crystal Palace and assistant manager of the English national under-19 team, Zavisa Milosa, whatever. Zavisa something. Serbian manager who is currently managing FC Doi Bishek in Kyrgyzstan.
All manner of names.
Peruvian Carlos Alberto Paulet and a German Peter Obermeier. So they said when something dies, that's when you see vultures and and hyenas.
What a pity. We'll keep our eyes on the Ghana story, and we hope our own story will not go the way of the Ghana story. I hope we're able to sort things out as well as quickly as possible. All right, let's close the show by talking about the Nations Cup in 2017. Remember, Libya was scheduled by CAF to host the Nations Cup in 2017. It's not going to happen anymore. No football can be played in Libya. But Zimbabwe are seeking some kind of joint hosting rights with Zambia for 2017.
Well, my worry about Zimbabwe is, I remember in 2000, they were supposed to host the Nations Cup. Then all of a sudden, they were not ready.
Now we hosted.
Nigeria and Ghana had to come to CAF's rescue. I hope they are prepared.
Well, this is joint hosting.
Joint hosting.
Zambia has 2 excellent stadiums in Ndola and
a new stadium.
2 actually. 2 brand new. The Heroes National Stadium in Ndola, another one too in Lusaka. I'm sure Zimbabwe can come up with 2 in Harare and Bulawayo. But a lot of people are forgetting that there was an agreement with CAF that when you remember Nigeria also applied to host the
Nigeria should be in the picture.
That Nigeria would step in if either South Africa or Libya could not. Nobody is saying anything. But
we don't have time for hosting now because we need to sort out our house.
Nobody's thinking about hosting.
Yeah, all right.
No,
okay.
You know, when the black sheep strays away, you need to bring back the black sheep.
You've come with your
What about the white sheep?
Before it gets dark.
It's difficult looking for black sheep at night.
Okay.
After that, you can reprimand the sheep.
Okay, so that's the situation with Nigeria at the moment.
Yes, we have to
black sheep that has gone missing at night. Very difficult to find. All right, let's close the show. Let me read a few comments on Twitter. Churchill Ezenwa says, those who think that the Super Eagles need a foreign coach should tell us what Lagerbach, Bora, Libret, Troussier, Betty Vokes brought to our football. That's his own opinion, Churchill Ezenwa. Femi Aloko says, I've just tuned in now to Sports Tonight. He's been watching Champions League and he wants to know the result of 3SC and Gabros. 3SC won that game by 2-0. And 3SC are really looking good. For a return.
Almost a done deal.
Almost a done deal. For 3SC to be back in the Glow Premier League. I think that's the much we'll be able to take on Sports Tonight this midweek. Of course, thank you to you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the night. Bye-bye now.